You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
This thing called PNM, this thing called UNC, is one set of dotishness to Mama Kai, you and me. It ain't have no color, it ain't have no race, it ain't have no principles or any values in place. And it was never meant to be the answer for unity. It shares no philosophy with any consistency. For when you watch the pedigree in each and every party, the difference you see turns out to be a case of power and money. Look here, them French Creoles in Saint-As, Maraval and Saint-Clair, they don't hold no allegiance or no party here. Rich men must be supporting who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is their thing. That's why PNM quite young turned coat to UNC. And when Del Montley, his background showed he was with DAC. Hector Macklin, the speaker, swore PNM till he dead. And when the last election over, he was UNC instead. Augustus Ramreka Singh, I knew him in Tapia. Next thing I know, he was a PNM minister. John Humphrey changed from Trinity and he joined about 5 parties. So he's only die-hard new and grassroots me. It's PNM and UNC. I lie. Oh, this thing called PNM, this thing called UNC, is only a power play to get our sympathy. It's not about African, it's neither East Indian. It have nothing to do with anybody's religion. Kamaluddin is a Muslim, Mahathir Christian to the brim. Yet Montano the mulatto, different race, same party, you know. Johnny Milton and Rex Awan are 2 Chinese politicians. And while both of them love PNM, Brian Whiteton had a problem. Them French Creoles in Saint-As, Maraval and Saint-Clair, tell them they don't know allegiance or no party here. Right through, rich men must be supporting who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is their thing. The name Steve Ferguson is really an East Indian who with Ishak Galbar sing, both parties they financing. Joey Saw and Emil Elias are PNM Lebanese, and yet Sabta of the same cast helps UNC pay their fees. Syrian businessman John Rahel, PNM make him mayor. An African wave mark as well, UNC made him minister. PNM's fundraising dinner had businessmen of all color. So it's only stupidity, you and me. It's PNM and UNC. UNC, it foolishly splitting we on the grounds of ethnicity. It make friends mash up fast, race hatred it unmask. It cause ignorant people to bring out their gun and cutlass. And while poor people arguing about who good and who should win, the leaders jumping like monkey from one party to party. Just look at Arthur Sanderson, Horace Brooms is the next one. And first they could skip, they deserve a pick for hop, step and jump next Olympics. Look here. 10 French Creoles in Centers, Maraval and St. Clair. Tell them they don't know allegiance for no party here. Rich men must be supporting who they feel going to win. That's right. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is everything. I see Bagan left UNC to open she own party. Kamla B says that now previously she run wrong to UNC. Abu Bakr supported all three and now he fought nobody. Errol McLeod walking wrong daily, so you can't say which side he be. A&R, my good friend, walked out on Eric Williams years ago, and yet last year he would say how he loved Eric for so. Ralph Maraj and Manning get away, and Ralph was UNC next day. And yet Curtis, you cussing stupid me for PNM and UNC. God bless. Yeah, Alice Liverpool. Shockers. Hey, Chucky. Hey, Lion. Come over, don't be doing. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for getting the message. This thing called PNL, this thing called UNC, it don't mean one blessed thing to Britain, France and Germany. It don't hold no water for Clinton and John Major. Them don't care who in power once they collect their Canada. When Clinton buy oil and sugar, no party doesn't matter. Them greenbacks that Clinton send we, Mark and Jack or UNC. That's why Deborah Mickens lately for the Tobago Assembly. I say hats off to she for thinking like me when you see independently. Them French Creoles in Centers, Maraval and St. Clair. Tell them they don't know allegiance or no party here. Rich men just be supporting who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends means nothing. Money is everything. Abu Bakr left PNM, open his own party. Moving as some run from A&R to now, then he run back by UNC. Morgan Job joined now recently, cause he said that he loved Robbie. But while he in now bodily, he mind still up in UNC. Party in TNT, money is their ideology. That's why Brian White don't tell me he ain't taking over our property. Ramesh Maraj cussing Manning, but do you know he was PNM years ago? So would somebody show me the morality in PNM and UNC alike? God bless. get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man will get nothing easy. I say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. Say we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we have to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking to get it easy. He got to practice economy, from getting licks from the slave master to become the landowner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, packed with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap.
We gotta save it. Oh yeah, my sweet TNT. Oh yeah. We used to sing sweet, sweet Trinidad. To leave, yeah, boy, you must be mad. This is the land of milk and honey, rum and coke and easy money. While those birds as we were singing, alarm bells kept on ringing. Pundits on each pulpit saying, our heart and our soul decaying. Suddenly we wake up to a living nightmare, not bliss while editorials ask, how did we ever come to this? But so long we hear it, you got to stand up and be counted. For daily we're intimidated. Every day our next to witness silence while we recoil from the violence. In our land there is a crisis, broke police, unruly ISIS, while sweet revenge gangs exacting. Police commissioner still acting Trinbago. It's time we separate the goat from the sheep. Tell them talk is cheap. Reporting the world when we have to reap. While them police busy playing hide and seek. We're facing the world when we had to reap. Hey, oh yeah, save our land, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh yeah, in our schools, kids getting on, we're fighting, making porn. Our school girls, you won't believe, live MMA, they're pulling weave. Check the vibes, they're living by. Dance all slackness, get rich or die. Alkaline to Movado, mention maestro, they don't know. No morals, no ethics, there is a centrifugal black hole. Lord, we must move quick to wake their conscience and save their soul. So long we've been hearing evil triumphs when good men do nothing. No triggers pump while words be frothing, and while church attendance real low. Protest back plus them casino, while black market prices haggling. Through a pot, big guns they smuggling. Spanish women are hot like their music. Saucy salsa, human traffic, Trinbago. We can't wait. The devil making hay while we sleep. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. While we look on them as more mothers who weep. We're facing the world when we had to reap. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh, now the nation's soul has been revealed. How they find Shannon Banfield, busy street, yes, in our city. Killed by beasts who show no pity. Now there's fear and trepidation. What is happening to our nation? So I pray this one infraction will propel us into action. Trinbago, the time is now. We have to take our country back while these monsters flow. We cannot run from their attack. That is why I'm still saying, time to stand up and be counted. Our young girls, they're being hunted, not for jobs by institutions, but by clubs for prostitution. While from you gas, some arranging on the seas, cargo exchanging in the Gulf, drugs, guns and women, and the Coast Guard cannot stop them. Trinbago, the time is now. Look how the murder is leap. Tell them talk is cheap. We're caught in the world when we have to reap. Before more of our daughters they put us to sleep. We must stop this world when we have to reap. Time to stand up and be
apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, when you come into the village, we originate, we don't imitate. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on a gray t-shirt, a salmon t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatanius, Venuranius, Sonoranius, Mazaranius. Doesn't matter what planet you're from. Each and every one is welcome in the village with the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And let me say a special welcome to no other than the commissioner in Newark, no other than the young man who went to high school in Palo Seco by way of Marabella, now relocated to a different part of the place that starts with a S. Some say Solubia, some say Salibe. I say Solubia. No other than Thomas E. Marshall Nisbet, boy.
Good evening, family. Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here in the village. And how are you doing today, Mr. Wall Street?
Today's a splentastic day, man.
Okay.
You know, I can't complain about it. It's an excellent, excel. Let me get it together. Hold. Excentilicious.
Okay, that's a new one. That's a new one.
Yeah, excentilicious. It's an excentilicious today.
Well, that's good news.
Excellentlicious.
That's good news.
Any one of them. Yeah. Correct is right.
We have some real good news today too, right? That we are now in charge of the UN General Council. Are we?
General Assembly.
Assembly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We think moving up. Let me say, welcome to the next 1/3 of the Dad Triplets. No other than the Stormy, the Bajan, the Trinidadian, the poet, the poetess, the motivational speaker, the X-Wave.
What?
No other than
The Onyx.
no, a job done.
Yeah. No, 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 no. I'm not answering to the X Wave. I am the Onyx Wave.
No
That's
other
my
than
stage name.
Diana, Benskin, Waveney,
Oh.
McDonald, boy.
And stop butchering them big words. We can't handle them.
No, no,
You see,
excellent tissues. Excellent tissues.
I looking in the way they don't know where the excellent is. Good evening, Tommy.
Oh,
What
good.
going on? What going on?
A day,
I's a Bajan today, boy.
he's a
I
Bajan.
I carry my Bajan roots the whole day, boy.
So what going on?
What going on? Not a thing, man. Not a thing.
All right.
Not a thing. Hey, I hear local election calling.
You hear the bell ringing?
Yeah, the bell ringing, boy.
Okay.
But
Don't put your ear too close. You might get deaf.
I put a limerick in WZYE chat there for Marcia Brave boy.
I see it.
You see it?
I see it. I see it.
You see it? You could pull it up on the phone that I put it on. I can't. That I have WhatsApp on, so I can't find it.
What is that? Time to level the playing field?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me a minute. We go get that one because
I just made it up too.
all
So
right, all right.
I had a comment that don't extempo me, I can bring forth some work,
No, well, let me see. We have to see what Hailey come up with. You know what I mean?
Nah, it was Rennie.
Rennie,
Hailey, Rennie. let me see. Let me see what Rennie come up with. Let me see if you're. Let me see if you're really you're hitting six or you're
I
just
sent it
hitting.
I sent it for Gary, he like it.
I want to know if you're hitting six or hitting singles. It seemed like it's singles, but I
Yes, Nadia, Stormy is home and he's doing wunderbar. He biked me up today, love bikes. But
yeah,
he's doing wonderful. Tommy, see right, Tommy?
yes, indeed.
yeah, I
He's
glad for it.
he's 22 pounds now, Nadia. 22 pounds.
Okay. So folks, we getting some normalcy in the village.
Yeah,
Some
hearing you loud and clear. Yeah.
um Rennie Mohammed was
Mm-hmm.
first in the village tonight. He said,
Renee.
love was first in the village. He says, good evening, boys and girls. Love in the house. Great love is all I bring. Let me see if it is any upstaging going on this time. Rennie says, sending out contagious, super fabulous, masculinous, virtuous love to all the ladies. I like Rennie too bad, Rennie's a quick learner, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah? All right, here we go. Looking sharp, my people. It have a fella called Dr. Love with a bag of
Mhm.
love powder. And you don't want to powder your face, but to spread love and happiness all over the place. Yeah.
Eh, eh, eh,
You
eh,
go. You
eh,
go.
eh.
Yeah, that. I like that one. Eh?
You
Let me
working,
repeat
you
that,
working.
man. Yeah, man working, but the man spending some look look sharp, my people. It have a fellow called Dr. Love with a bag of love powder. And you don't want to powder your face, but to spread love and happiness all over the place. But you're not,
Yeah.
Rennie. I think your teeth are a
Well,
few
but
lines there
this
from school.
you see this love powder, it could be anything in already. Love
Nah,
powder. We
nah,
don't
nah.
use powder no more. Remember, powder does make you sick, boy.
And let the man powder your face, nah, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
you not. Nah, and I understand when young ladies powder the neck and the chest. That's a signal. So me, I ain't using no powder. I use foundation.
The man say when you get powder, you're getting happiness all over the place.
Well, that powder all over your face and your chest ain't good. That sends a bad signal.
The man have a happiness powder for you and you're refusing it.
I don't. I use foundation,
No, nobody didn't say, yeah, you could continue using
foundation
this,
and
but
concealer. I'm not using any powder.
mix it with some happiness powder all over the place and you go put it all over your face.
He ain't putting no powder on my face.
Oh God. Yeah, boy. Yeah, Rennie. Lyrically inclined, man. Nadia, Rennie just pipped Nadia.
Yep.
Yeah. Nadia, good afternoon to you, Nadia. But when you just stop there, no people, no greetings, no kind of good night or good afternoon, no emojis or nothing. What kind of luck that of you?
I ain't know, no.
Nadia say good night. And some, what is that? I get blue, red. All right, Nadia.
Mm-hmm.
For
The
me,
whole day, the internet up and down, up and down. Oh Lord.
yeah. Nadia
Oh,
equalize the thing with Tommy, but Tommy,
Good night,
same thing you
Nadia.
get, I get Nadia. Yeah, Nadia smart, and I had to tell you, it was one thing. That's why Nadia is a school teacher. Yeah, she said
Nadia's a beautiful soul, man.
good night, Dana Benskin. Really
mm.
good night. Okay, I'm now reach home.
Hey,
Yeah.
Judy, he said Thursday instead, yeah.
Takesha, good night. Judy, Lana, Rose, Miss
He's
Coover.
in the house. Oh, God.
No, Nadia. She just says, Nadia saying good night to her. Nadia said good night, Ken Jones, Blessing, Albert, Troy, Ulrich, Ellis, Hailey, Vonnie. Yeah, I see Ulrich in a little bit, boy. Ulrich must be going in that Desperados pan theater. He must be hanging out and they plenty now. I know. And
Hmm.
everyone, what's your opinion on the what? Rutigate incident?
What's the road to gate now?
That one went over my head too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the road to gate? Explain.
Rajvi, you got to bring me up to date on that. Judy, good evening to you. Judy says, blessed evening to the village family. As I can see, many of you locked on waiting for the man of the show, Gigi. Yeah,
Oh Lord.
we have a little sidetrack on that, but we go tell all you. Don't tote no feelings. Judy, Nadia, darling, blessed evening to you and all the beautiful ladies. Yeah.
Oh,
What? Judy, be careful of using them words, And to the threesome hosts, Ansem Diana and Mr. Diplomat Tony, wonderful, blessed evening.
Same to you, Judy.
Judy, good night, darling. Rajvi, good night, dear. Good evening, Tommy. Diana Benskin, good night.
oh,
Hey,
tell me.
look, we number one UNC supporter, Vonnie Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
To my lovely ladies, Vonnie, who you voting for in the upcoming local election, boy?
Mm. Mm.
Vonnie want to know, answer you're coming to vote, phone me when you come. I'm going to meet you at the airport.
Did you, Aslam, did you vote in the primary today?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I should have am I going to get my next shirt where I had my voter thing on it? I'm going to get that
Where the primaries was today?
in
Well,
Jersey.
in
In
New Jersey,
Jersey.
different states
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta find out when it's in New York. That's where I think it's later on in New York.
Yeah, Nadia says she's sending some hearts for you guys. Thank you, Nadia.
But
Yeah, I went and do my civic duty.
Aslam, I don't vote in the primaries.
Why not?
I'm registered as an independent.
Also, you can't vote in the primary.
Nope.
No. I registered.
Yeah,
I'm a Democrat. Yeah.
I used to be a Democrat, but then I said, you know what? I ain't want nobody take me for granted.
Yeah,
Let me
I registered as a Republican for a short time.
Yeah, I figured that.
A short.
yeah,
What
yes.
you figure that?
Why did you say it like that, Diana? You figured that.
I
I
know.
figured that he was a Republican. But listen, you see Chris Christie going running for needs of any race for
Just
president.
wasting time.
I said, Lord Father,
Well,
I
I
would
mean,
I would vote Republican if they put Mitt Romney and Liz Cheney there.
but you have to realize that Chris probably knows he can't win anybody.
Yeah, I don't like he at all. He have a
Well,
I
he
He's
don't
could
trying
be
to
like he
block.
at all.
He wants
vice
to make sure that
president.
Trump doesn't get in there.
Well, he could be vice president by making vice president. You know what I
I
mean?
don't want him. I know. I don't want him making no decision. He have a kind of way about him I don't like. Mm-mm. And he's not liked by a lot of women. So no, that's a
No, we,
no.
we had the Bridgegate situation with him.
The
Yeah.
who?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Bridgegate thing. Yeah, he's very to me he's very arrogant and haughty and he doesn't. I hear Kennedy want to throw their hat in the ring for Democrat. One of them Kennedys. So
Mm.
So, folks, I just want to say that I'm gonna get this thing here. Gary Griffith, the political leader of the NTA, would not be joining us tonight because there was a mix-up in the schedule, and he also had to do something else tonight. And hold up, let me see what he sent me. I just want to read what he sent me. Oh, here it is. He is at a grassroots foundation presents A Nation in Crisis, and that was from 7 to 9 p.m. and we had scheduled him for 8 o'clock. So he reached out to me and he told me that he's unable to make it. If we wanted to do a recorded interview, but I tell him nah, we want him live and direct. So he's gonna come on Thursday at the same time. So he's actually at a grassroots foundation presents A Nation in Crisis. It's Gary Griffith, Lindira Udit, Roger Samuel, Louis Leasing, David John, and Nabila Green. Oh, Nabila Green, she's at UNC.
I
Yeah,
see some people jump from UNC to PNM, some counselors.
I'm actually trying to get those three gentlemen on the program.
Mm,
Them at the same time.
mm.
Yeah. So this is something that they are having tonight. It's called the Grassroots Foundation, and they're doing it in Sandy Grande. So
Okay.
he just overbooked himself.
Like the airlines.
You know,
But
um, I see something here,
Hmm.
and it is regarding travelers from 13 more countries now qualified for visa-free travel to Canada.
Yeah, I see that. Is that true too?
No, that's true. That's true. Let
that's
me,
great.
but
That's
but but
good.
but I think we have to actually read. Hold on, let me get let me
The
get the
article.
yeah, let me get the article.
Visa-free travel to Canada.
Yep.
Mhm.
The Canada, yes, correct.
It's it's a good economic move.
So hold up, here it is, right?
Because
One minute.
Canada is hurting for working population, and that if they don't build up that working population, the tax base drop. So, hey.
Hold on.
Trinidad and Tobago has been added to a list of 13 countries that now qualify for a visa-free travel to Canada. Canada's Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Sean Fraser, announced the addition of 13 countries to the Electronic Travel Authorization, or ETA, program. Effective today, travelers from the 13 countries who have either held a Canadian visa in the last 10 years or who currently hold a valid United States non-immigrant visa can now apply for an ETA instead of a visa when traveling to Canada by air. Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines now qualify for the ETA program. Minister Fraser says introducing visa-free air travel diverts thousands of applications from Canada's visa caseload, allowing visa applications to be processed more efficiently.
So here are some of the other.
What happens if you never traveled before?
But
That's why that the catch.
Tommy, you see, Tommy, you are so correct, eh? Diana, you're
Yeah,
correct. Eh?
that's
When I
it. That's the catch.
let me read it for you guys. It says news release, June 6th, Winnipeg, Canada. Winnipeg, Canada is a destination of choice for people looking to visit, do business, or reunite with family and friends. That's why we are committed to improving our immigration program and services by making them more efficient and equitable for people around the world. The Honorable Sean Fraser, Minister of Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship, announced the addition of 13 countries to the Electronic Travel Authorization, or ETA, program. Travelers from these countries who have, listen to this, travelers from these countries who have either held a Canadian visa in the last 10 years or who currently hold a valid United States non-immigrant visa can now apply for an ETA instead of a visa when traveling to Canada by air. Effective today, eligible travelers from these countries can benefit from the program. Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Costa Rica, Morocco, Panama, Philippines, St. Kitts, Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Seychelles, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, and Uruguay. Introducing visa-free air travel will make it faster, easier, and more affordable for thousands of travelers to visit Canada for up to 6 months for either business or leisure. It will also help grow Canada's economy by facilitating more travel, tourism, and international business, and by strengthening Canada's relationship with these countries while keeping Canadians safe.
So how visa free is it when if you haven't had a visa within the last 10 years, you cannot apply and cannot get it?
Tommy, you know something, boy? You know something? And anyway, and there are certain people in Trinidad who touting this. When I read through the thing, I said, "They're serious." I
They
said,
have stipulations.
how many people, travelers from those countries who either held a Canadian visa in the past 10 years, currently hold a valid United States non-immigrant visa, can now apply for an ETA instead of a visa when traveling to Canada by air. What's the difference? All right. Let me say I have a Canadian visa in the last 10 years, and I have a United States non-immigrant visa. Instead of apply for a visa, now apply for an ETA. What about if I don't have it? Don't I have to still go and apply for a visa? Eh? So I mean, I'm not trying to simplify the process for people who already have, but I thought it would make a difference for people who do. I thought it was more open.
We thought I was thinking people who never traveled before, they want to attract those.
Correct. That's what I thought. But when I read into it, I'm like, what? I mean, it just seemed like they're just trying to expedite the system.
That's all.
You know, but I mean, I don't see how this is a big deal. What am I missing?
It's more hype.
Huh?
It's just hype.
You know, it's I don't know. Yeah, it's misleading. Then I'll say it's misleading.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it and people jumping up and down, and the and the government of Trinidad and Tobago jumping up and down, and they're putting out all kind of release with this. Really and truly, boy, people are that gullible. People are that gullible. I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. I when I read it, I said, "But wait now, boy. Maybe I missed something, eh? Maybe something I missed." You know, but then again, you know, sometimes I miss a lot of things. Right?
That's
misleading.
When you're about to say you like to do an interview with Twiggy. Vonnie, let me say this, eh? We booked Twiggy to come on this program
several times.
And I'll leave it there. You know, Vonnie, Robert say, answer and forget those UNC three who jump ship. No one will win their seat, whichever party they go up for. That will give the UNC supporter, will teach them a good lesson. Rest assured. You know, Vonnie, I thought that same thing, you know. If they're going up for the same constituency they win under UNC, right? I have a great feeling that they will have great difficulties winning that constituency. What do you guys say?
Maybe they think that they could get more resources from another party if they would. You have to get into their heads to really know why.
Well, Tommy, I have a bigger question though, Tommy. Let me ask this question. Let's say I am a PNM for the past 15 years. And I want to become a counselor. I was working hard to become a counselor in the same area that person, them three fellas go in the areas, wherever they are. And I working hard to become a counselor. And a man just come off from the garbage heap, right? And you pick him up and you put him in front of me. What does that say about you?
Ooh, I don't think it's the same analogy. What we're saying is that these are current counselors in that particular area. Am I correct in saying that?
Well, I don't know if they're going up for the same area, but Tommy, they were not part of that political party for years. They were part of another political party.
Oh.
And you just come in and you jump to the front of the line. It's like you and I go to Price Mart, Tommy, right? And every time I go to Price Mart, I'm in front of the line in you. And one day you just come and the manager of Price Mart tell you, look, don't worry, go to the front of the line. For whatever reason. What about me who been sitting down there and being a loyal soldier to the cause? And all of a sudden now, you come and jump in front of me.
I
What
wish
kind of
I
message?
wish I wish I could put it that way. It's,
I see
it's
Watson
I'm
Jukes
looking at two teams.
making headway, boy.
What
I look at
would you put?
Anselm, I looking at those two teams, okay, and two center forwards, right?
Yeah.
One with this team that keeps scoring, and one with the other team that can't score to save his life. And he jumps and he decides that he's gonna leave his team and come to your team, and you know he's a goal scorer. You're not gonna give him the preference.
I mean, for Tommy, that's a different story though. That's different. You're mixing politics. Yeah, you know, that's apples and oranges. You're mixing politics with sports. That's kind of different. Because in sports, you are looking for the best person. In politics, you're not looking for the best person. You're looking to see how you can make the other party look bad.
Oh, geez.
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make the other party look as worse as possible. That means the worst thing on the face of the earth. So if we could get these three guys to come over to us, right, we will make you whatever you want. Because it will make them look bad.
But these three guys were actually office holders for the other side, no?
Yeah, let me see. Let me double check. Hold on, Let me just double check here. I have it right here. Let me see here. Hold on, hold on. So we could get that accurate. I have the flyer here. All right, so let me don't hold it up. What we're gonna do, we're gonna look for the flyer and we're gonna see what constituency they were councillors in certain constituency. Oh, you know what, Tommy? We're gonna do even better.
Google.
Let me call one of them. I have one of them. I'll call him directly and we'll find out. Right?
Okay.
Rather than me trying to speculate. Let me see something. Let me trying to speculate. Okay, hold on. All right. That's what I'll do.
Before we go any further, let's read the Onyx Waves.
Okay.
Time to level the playing field. Time has come to let the oppressors know how we feel or how you feel. No more scrunting for a daily meal. Let them know your suffering is real. Time to change up the whole thing. For your supper, you don't have to sing. Time to chase away them crazy yellow and red. You want to live, not suffer in silence, then end up dead. Let your golden ballot work for you. Come on, people, with the blue. Sure you didn't get paid for that?
No, not yet.
Oh, you are singing for your supper?
Nope, I ain't singing myself. I get on my mantra. I don't want to sing. I benefits nothing from Trinidad and Tobago. Right. I don't want to work. I don't need no NIS benefit. I don't want to pay no property tax. I good. I had to pay property tax in Barbados and here. But I good.
Talking about the property tax stories, 3%.
We go get into that after the break. One of the highest property tax in the world.
Trinidad.
Yeah. Property tax.
You higher than Guyana?
Yeah, higher than Guyana. I'm changing my mind on. I'm starting to change my mind on property tax in Trinidad.
Hey.
I'm starting to change my mind. But let me say, Vonnie Roberts says, so therefore you must have a U.S. visa, which will allow you to travel without a Canadian visa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
That's so already. That is already so.
that's already so. What was the big? All the other guys are ETA now. All the other guys are ETA.
Yeah, I don't know if there was the visa free thing. I thought people, let's say a person like Lana, well, I don't know if she ever been to Canada, US. I'm just using her as an example, Lana, and she said, well, okay, I want to go to Canada. They have what? And Diana go pay my ticket for me. It is not going to work that way. She doesn't have a visa, and she never been to Canada. So how is that visa free?
You have to apply for a visa. Yeah, no, it is visa free. It is visa free. If you have a visa, a certain type of visa, right? Then you don't have to apply to go and get a next visa. If you had one in the last 10 years, then you'll get an ETA.
But
So it's not visa free.
Top of the hour.
Well, yeah, it's visa free. You don't have to get another visa.
You already have a visa, so you have a visa, so you tell.
But no, it's misleading. Go to your top of the hour and I come back.
You got 3 minutes.
Just a minute, yeah. So Rennie says, if people are gullible walls, you ask and answers. Yeah, you know what? I find, if I am PNM people, I am marching and telling the party we're not voting for them. That's what I am doing. I am telling the PNM. You see them three all they bring there? Them three Johnny come latelys? We're not voting for them. We're not. Because it's politics. It's politics. It has nothing to do whether them guys and them jumping from the UNC to go to the PNM. Boy, let me welcome. And the same other way too, you know. If the PNM jump into the UNC, you remember when Gypsy jumped from the UNC to the PNM and he went way down Sandy Grande? One thing?
The
Sandy Grande? Wait, it was Tommy.
When he jumped from the PNM to UNC, he went Rio or Mayara or somewhere there.
Or maybe Mayara, one of them. And then he jumped back from the UNC to the PNM and he got a good cut skin. If I had anything to do and I was in Trinidad, I was telling PNM people, although don't vote for three of them. I'm telling you. Don't vote for them. What are you voting for them for? Right? They don't want to be in the UNC, but they want to be in the PNM. Why do you want to be in the PNM first? Why didn't you want to be in the PNM from the beginning? All of us now, you want to be a PNM?
Well, look,
all you.
Does it really matter? This thing called PNM and this thing called UNC, does it really matter?
Yeah. All right, let me go for You'll come back with that. Folks, it's in the village to the that triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. It's Diana, Ansem, Tommy, and you in the village with the that triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
This thing called PNM, this thing called UNC, is one set of dotishness to Mama Kai, you and me. It ain't have no color, it ain't have no race, it ain't have no principles or any values in place. And it was never meant to be the answer for unity. It shares no philosophy with any consistency. For when you watch the pedigree in each and every party, the difference you see turns out to be a case of power and money. Look here, them French Creoles in Saint-As, Maraval and Saint-Clair, they don't hold no allegiance or no party here. Rich men must be supporting who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is getting. That's why PNM quite on turn coat to UNC. And when Del Motley, his background showed he was with DAC. Hector swore PNM till he dead. And when the last election over, he was UNC instead. Augustus Ramreka sing, I knew him in Tapia. Next thing I know, he was a PNM minister. John Humphrey changed from Trinity, and he joined about 5 parties. So he's only die-hard you and grassroots me. It's PNM and UNC. I lie. Oh, die, die, die. Oh, yeah, lie. This thing called PNM, this thing called UNC, is only a power play to get our sympathy. It's not about African, it's neither East Indian. It had nothing to do with anybody's religion. Kamaluddin is a Muslim, Mahathir Christian to the brim. Yet Montano the mulatto, different race, same party, you know. Johnny Milton and Rex Awan are 2 Chinese politicians. And while both of them love PNN, Brian Whiteton had a problem. Them French Creoles in St. Anne's, Maraval and St. Clair, tell them they don't know allegiance or no party here. Right through, Richmond does be supporting who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is their thing. The name Steve Ferguson is really an East Indian who with Ishak Galbaran sing, both parties they financing. Joey Saw and Emil Elias are PNM Lebanese, and yet Sabra of the same cast helps UNC pay their fees. Syrian businessman John Rahel, PNM make him mayor. An African wave mark as well, UNC made him minister. PNM's fundraising dinner had businessmen of all color. So it's only stupidity, you and me. It's PNM and UNC. I like. Oh, die, die, die. This thing called PNM, this thing called UNC, it foolishly splitting we on the grounds of ethnicity. It make friends mash up fast, race hatred it unmasked. It cause ignorant people to bring out their gun and cutlass. And while poor people arguing about who good and who should win, the leaders jumping like monkey from one party to party. Just look at Arthur Sanderson, Horace Brooms is the next one. Of course they could skip, they deserve a pick for hop, step and jump next Olympics. Look here, 10 French Creoles in St. Anne's, Maraval and St. Clair. Tell them they don't know allegiance or no party here. Richmond is being supporting who they feel going to win. That's right. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is their thing. Halsey Bagan left UNC to open she own party. Kamala Bissessa now previously she run wrong to UNC. Abu Bakr supported all 3 and now he fought nobody. Errol McLeod walking wrong daily, so you can't say which side he be. A&R, my good friend, walked out on Eric Williams years ago. And yet, last year he would say how he loved Eric for so. Ralph Maraj and Manning get away, and Ralph was UNC next day. And yet, Curtis, you cussing stupid me for PNM and UNC. God bless. Yeah, Alice Liverpool. Shockers. Hey, Chucky. Hey, Lion. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for getting the message. This thing called PNL, this thing called UNC, it don't mean one blessed thing to Britain, France, and Germany. It don't hold no water for Clinton and John Major. Them don't care who in power once they collect their Canada. When Clinton buy oil and sugar, no party doesn't matter. Them greenbacks that Clinton send we, Emma and Jack or UNC. That's why Deborah Mickens lately for the Tobago Assembly. I say hats off to she for thinking like me when you see it independently. Them French Creoles, Vincent, Barabal and St. Clair. Tell them they don't know allegiance or no party here. Which members be supported, who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends means nothing, money is nothing. Abu Bakr left PNM, open his own party. Moving as some run from A&R to now, then he run back by UNC. Morgan Job joined now recently, cause he say that he love Robbie. But while he in now bodily, he mind still up in UNC. Party in TNT, money is their ideology. That's why Brian White don't tell me he ain't take over our poverty. Ramesh Maraj cussing Manning, but do you know he was PNM years ago? So would somebody show me the morality in PNM and UNC alive? God bless.
We are back with you. It's in the village with the Dark Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. So you know what, Tommy? Let me try to see if we could get Samuel Sanka on the phone. We try.
Give it a shot.
Gain it that shot, man. We like to call people. You just call people just
Cold call.
Cold call, man. You have no time to do all your thing and your thing and your thing and your thing. Some kind of loaded. That is it, thing, sir. He's in charge of the electoral district of Kelly Village.
Kelly Village, you say?
Yeah, Kelly Village / Warrenville. And I'm gonna give you the other two guys just now.
Oh.
Folks, we're trying
doing well. They're doing well thus far. They're not answering the phone.
Well, all right. So we go try him back in a little bit. Let me
He's probably in a meeting of sorts.
Yeah. He might be busy, man. Last time he picked up my call. Some of them on the seat. All right. So here it is, folks. Third UNC councillor defects to PNM. A former councillor who won the Vista Bella South seat on the United National Congress ticket. In the last local election, has switched allegiance to the People's National Movement.
So he's a current councillor then.
Right, yeah. Well, no longer. Right? Because all of them
had to resign.
Right. So Marcus Goodharry, who sat on the San Fernando City Corporation and is the managing director at Margin Financial Group, is the third UNC councillor to defect to the PNM within the last few weeks. Sheldon Fish Garcia, the lone UNC councillor in the PNM-controlled Arima Borough Corporation, who won the seat for the UNC in the 2021 by-election for Arima Central, have been reportedly functioning as an independent for some time. He officially resigned his position about 2 weeks ago. Former councillor for Warrenville, Kelly Village, Samuel Sanka, has also resigned from the party. The Prime Minister welcomed both of them into the PNM family during a public meeting in Malabar on Thursday. Top PNM sources confirm that Goodharry has not only resigned, but has already filed nomination papers to contest the Vista Bella South seat for the PNM. Screenings for the San Fernando City, Point Fortin Borough, and Superior Regional Corporation are slated for next week at the PNM's San Fernando East office. Sources said that they're also talking to a second UNC councillor who has expressed interest in crossing over to the PNM. When contacted on Saturday, Goodharry said he was not at liberty to speak. I choose not to comment at this time, he told Sunday Newsday. As the battle for the 14 corporation began with the ruling of the Privy Council that the extension of local government councils was illegal, bold moves are being made by two dominant parties to secure the majority of the votes. San Fernando is a critical battleground as the PNM seeks to regain ground lost when in the last election the UNC moved from 1 seat to 3 on the city council. UNC PRO Dr. Kirk Mayhew told Sunday Newsday that his party remained confident that we not only maintain their numbers on the 9-seat council, but gain control and install a UNC mayor. There you have it.
So,
Let me go back to what I said previously, right? And I'm going solo here. Right? So listen. In Trinidad and Tobago, if we want to continue to do politics as usual, this is exactly what's happening here. Politics as usual. People who have toiled in the vineyard for years to the PNM, toil. And all of a sudden, a Johnny come lately can come from the other side, right? Because you are playing politics and you really don't care about people who have been loyal to you for years. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of what it do to the people in Lavantil. That reminds me what it do to the people in Lavantil. The most loyal of all supporters of the PNM, right? And anybody could just come lately and get more from the PNM than those black disadvantaged people in Lavantil. Anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Anybody. Right? That's the PNM modus operandi. And the PNM people who's sitting down there and allowing that to happen, all you're even worse. All you're worse because all you have particular fortitudes. All you like a Christmas tree in the forest, all you are no balls. Yes. Yeah, they're like a Christmas tree in the forest, there are no balls.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. And those want to talk about this and that, right? People could just come out of nowhere and all of a sudden they're up for councillor, right? Look, all you.
Looks like they get in your vex.
All right. Let me not get vexed.
So Tommy, how my verse went? How did my verse go?
I'm gonna calm down.
You sound like you're a paid operative, eh?
Well, hello, you. This is a democracy. You're allowed to cast an opinion for who you feel, what you want. You telling me I can't say so I make up my rhyme and I
No,
praise the blue.
it is not a democracy, it's a democracy.
Correct, Tommy.
Aye.
Yeah.
So,
It's like
so,
it's a program on Iowa on 91.9 called Titans of Democracy. I just call them Titans of Democracy. Democracy. I know democracy. Vonnie Robert, Anchor the pastor
so, aye.
from UNC. He's going to get a good looking whatever party or independent. Anyway, he's going to win.
So the red,
He's going to win.
the red dissing the people that toiling, and the yellow, I'm picking the yellow. So red and yellow again, orange.
Yeah. Highly inside. Yeah. And you see, I'm telling all this politics as usual. You could just leave. Wait now, Tommy and Diana. Do people just leave the Republicans and next thing they become Democrats and they run for office? I don't know. I'm asking.
Well, Trump left the Democrats and became a Republican.
No. Trump was a Republican long time. Trump was a closet Republican.
Maybe closet, but he was a Democrat at one point.
But that's a long time.
I ain't so sure how long it was, because
Well, let me find out.
he and the Clintons were
let me find out. When was Trump last? When was Donald?
Oh, was Donald Trump ever a Democrat?
He was.
When was Donald Trump last a Democrat? Right? When was Donald Trump? Trump as a Democrat. Let me see what we go get.
I see a whole heap of orange and other colors emerging from the grass hopping, your yellow to red.
Here it is. Donald Trump was registered Democrat from 1987 to 1999. He switched to the Reform Party in 1999 and then to the Republican Party in 2009. So he was a Republican a long time.
Oh.
Long time.
2009 he became a Republican.
Yes, then to the Republican Party in 2009.
Right. And from 2009 to 2016, he became when he became president. 16.
That's a good question. I do remember when that guy was president. No, I just want to forget that.
So 7 years later, he became president.
It's 16.
So he hasn't been a Republican for so long.
Yeah, but Tommy in Trinidad, you just go from one day to the next.
Agree. That's a different environment. But I'm telling you, what I'm saying is that switcheroo is opportunistic.
But it's not normal. 2009 to when he went to when he was president. I mean, that's a good bit. That's a good bit, right?
We have yellow and red getting orange. I wonder what gonna happen in Tobago, green or whatever color. What we gonna get in Tobago?
Right, yeah. Tommy, he became president in 2007. I don't look it up because I don't remember when that guy was president.
2017, yeah.
Yeah, 2017, January 20, 2017. I
remember. Yeah, the election was November 2016.
Right. So Tommy, that's 8 years later. That's a long time. You know what babies born in that 8 years?
Just 2 terms.
2 terms. Yeah. How much babies they are born in Trinidad when them fellas are switch? Them fellas are switch. It's like, they cross the street, You know what I mean? Them fellas leave over that yellow shirt and they come back with that red, That's how them they switch, And
actually, yellow and red is gay orange. And when the orange don't know what to do, they go head to the blue.
So don't go and take that. If I try to aspire to be a counselor in that area and I sitting there and waiting my turn, I've been very subservient, obedient, following the path and following the course just for politics. You decide.
Let me take a little excuse.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, just so. Yeah, and we accept that. Tropics, welcome.
Yeah, Tropics back in the chat there.
Yeah. Anyone say who's the best choice for Trinidad government? Ali has a question. Vonnie Roberts said, I was told today by a strong PNM person that some recognized individuals in a community are being bypassed by the PNM. And are going with Gary. All right. Yeah.
The whole thing gonna change up.
Judy says everything have a catch to it. Never trust them people.
The whole thing gonna change up.
When he says with the USA visa, then you can apply. Yeah, you had to have a visa, use it, or in the last 10 years to apply.
Yeah.
Yeah. Judy says absolutely misleading to Caribbean nations.
Yeah,
Then
very misleading.
in the Caribbean. And you know, boy, and people jumping up and down, you know.
Visa free. That's very
Yeah,
maybe you gotta call them people out, call the embassy, and then we don't appreciate it.
No,
we appreciate you misleading the
Yeah.
African people again.
No, yeah, Diana. You see, I think that when I read the thing, I say, boy, you know what, boy, that's a good idea, boy. But I just read the headline, and when I delved into the article, I said, but wait now, this didn't really make no sense. Because if I haven't had a visa in the past 10 years, then what?
You gotta go find passport and this and that, and you still have to present the criteria for a visa, right? In order to visa free. It don't make no sense. It ain't making no sense. They're misleading the people. Please.
No, Diana, your new friend Tropics. That your new friend, eh? Tropics?
I'm a new friend?
Yeah.
Who's Tropics now?
Like we new friend Tropic does be in and out.
Oh, okay. We say.
It's only coming when they have an election. Yeah, no, Tropics. I have no problem with property tax. Get rid of VAT. Tropics. Oh God, Tropics. Oh God. Tropics. As he said that, let me get Tropics a little bit of information. I want oh no. Let me do this. Let me play this for Tropics. Tropics, I want you to listen to this. Listen very carefully. Very, very carefully. Because you see, I just learned of it myself, To be honest with you, I learned of this just from doing this research earlier. And I was like, let me do some research on property tax in the Caribbean and in Europe. And what I learned is that the country with the highest property tax is Switzerland. And it's based on the annual rental value, or ARV. And their tax is 3.3%. All you know what Trinidad and Tobago tax is? 3%. 3. Switzerland has the highest property tax rate based on annual rental value. So take a listen to this.
The Caribbean country with the highest percentage of annual rental value of property tax is Trinidad and Tobago. The property tax rate in Trinidad and Tobago is 3% of the annual rental value of a property. Here are some of the Caribbean countries that base their property tax on annual rental value. Barbados. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in Barbados. The tax rate is 0.25% of the annual rental value. Dominica. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in Dominica. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. Grenada. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in Grenada. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. St. Lucia. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in St. Lucia. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, used to calculate the property tax in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. The highest percentage of annual rental value of property tax in the world is in Switzerland, where the tax rate can be as high as 3.3%. Other countries with high property tax rates include Iceland, 2.5%, Norway, 2.4%, Sweden, 2.2%, Denmark, 2.1%, Finland, 1.9%, Netherlands, 1.8%, Belgium, 1.7%, France, 1.6%, Italy, 1.5%. Compared to other countries, the property tax rate in Trinidad and Tobago is relatively high. The average property tax rate in the world is around 1% of the annual rental value of a property. In Trinidad and Tobago, the property tax rate is 3% of the annual rental value of a property. This means that if you own a property that is worth $100,000, you will pay $3,000 in property taxes each year. There are several factors that can affect the property tax rate in a particular country, including the level of government services, the cost of living, and the availability of housing. In Trinidad and Tobago, the property tax rate is high because the government provides a number of services, such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure, which are funded by property taxes. Additionally, the cost of living in Trinidad and Tobago is relatively high, which means that people are more likely to be able to afford to pay higher property taxes. If you are considering buying a property in Trinidad and Tobago, it is important to factor in the property tax rate into your decision. The property tax rate can be a significant expense, and it is important to make sure that you can afford it before you make a purchase.
Wow.
Now, Tommy,
Yep.
by the way, I did all that research, because the junior minister for the Ministry of Finance was on a radio program, and I called him. And you know, there are benefits to property tax, right? And I thought,
Except the taxes has to be reasonable.
yes, it has to be reasonable. It has to be reasonable. And I talk about Barbados tax, and Barbados base their property tax on annual rental value. Now, yes, the internet could be wrong when you do the research. It could be wrong. I get a message from somebody telling me, well, he spoke to the finance minister in Barbados, and he said it wasn't based on the annual rental value, right? So I said to him, I said, well, boss, here it is. This is what I get from, I mean, yeah, Google is wrong sometimes, of course.
Wait. Back up again, answer. Tell me, was this Barbados one? What is the really property tax amount?
It's based on the annual rental
value, 0.25%.
All right. Okay. So if you have a piece of property that's worth like 120,000 US,
it's based on the rental that you're getting from the property.
All right, 120,000 Beijing. How much should you be paying in property tax there based on their calculation?
Okay, let me see. 120,000 you're paying?
Beijing is worth, yeah.
No, just do a flat thing, whatever it is. Hold on. Just a minute. Okay, let me get rid of this here. Let me do the calculation. Okay, 120,000, right? 0.5%. What is that?
times what? 0.05?
0.25.
25?
Mm-hmm. What is going on here? Hold on.
No, you remember it's percent.
Yeah, it's percent. It's 0.25%.
Yeah, but does it mean it's you multiply by 0.25 or you multiply it by
No, it's 0.25%.
0.25%.
And the percent.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Calculators ain't working.
Yeah. 120,000.
AI ain't working.
1%.
Let me see.
All right. So listen to this. It's very simple. It's very simple. Right? If you take 1% of 120,000, it's $1,200. Right? So it would be $300. Right? 0.25% is a 0.25% of one.
Right.
Right? So it will be $300
for the year.
That's what it is.
Okay. So then they're absolutely correct, because it's the property I have is worth slightly more than the 120. So I paid $500 in taxes a year.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
That's sensible and reasonable.
That's reasonable. That is
I
reasonable.
pay $500 taxes.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Trinidad is 12 times Barbados, 6
Mm.
times Dominica, 6 times Grenada, 6 times St. Lucia, 6 times St. Vincent. But let we go to foreign. United Kingdom is 0.4% up to 0.5%. Ireland is 0.2% up to 0.3%. Australia is 0.2% up to 0.4%. New Zealand is 1%. Canada is 0.2% up to 0.4%.
Trinidad is 3% flat.
3%. 3%. I don't care what they tell me. That is an unfair burden for people. I don't care if it's 500.
And answer him. I don't have a building on the property. So you imagine, you understand what I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
I put a property on there, the value thing going up, the tax going up, right?
No,
Yep.
no. Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to hear, see how they were, if they were robbing me or what. But you cleared you put my mind at ease.
What I said that is when you do these research, right?
Mm-hmm.
Artificial intelligence, they're real good, They're real good enough, right? Because it's a race to the artificial, who more artificially intelligent,
But wait, don't knock artificial intelligence. A woman from the Bronx just married she artificially intelligent husband that she met on a website. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, but the thing about it is this. Right? Do not mislead the people and tell them it's only 3%.
Mm.
Only 3%.
Mm.
All you. But they have to make it. Listen, I don't have a problem in Trinidad if they say it's 1%.
And even that is high. It should be
even that is high. Even that is high. Then will be still higher than Barbados, Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent.
But answer them.
It will be double. It will be double Dominica, double Grenada, double St. Vincent, and 3 times Barbados.
And what about those? What about those rental income in Tobago? How are they going to handle them?
So listen to Vonnie. How come I changed my mind? You see, Vonnie, critical thinkers change their mind. Critical thinkers change their mind. They are not stuck like in the yellow sand or the red sand. They change their mind. And change their mind for the betterment of the people of our country. That's what it is.
Because you are reasonable.
Reasonable. And I did the homework. I didn't just come out here and just throw this up in here. I didn't use the spaghetti theory like a lot of them just use. Just throw it up on the wall and see what goes stick. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm doing the homework. And I did some homework. I said, but wait now, boy. What? I said, and I know for a fact about the cost of living in Switzerland. I know for a fact because I teach that in my class. So I can understand why the tax is the highest in Switzerland. And I'm talking to a friend of mine, and when I told him that, he said, yeah, boy, because Switzerland have one of the highest cost of living in the world.
Mm.
What about their incomes?
High income too.
Right. So,
but they also have splendiferous social services.
Well, they have all of that too. Yeah, but Tommy, they will make a higher income than people in America. But however, due to the cost of living in that country, right, an American with a lower income salary can go just as far as somebody making more in Switzerland because of the high cost of living. Yeah? And people, Trinidad Margo, good night. Right? Tropic says, if you just add property tax and do not remove any other tax, then I'm voting you out.
Oh.
So me and Jean want to know. So Wall Street, what do you suggest the PNM should have done? They should have come to me for advice, me and Jean. You asked a very, very splendiferous question there, me and Jean. I like me and Jean, Every once in a while, you just ask a good question. Yeah, I'll go out all here. Nobody in chair every once in a while. Pull any legs. Yeah. So me and Gene, what do you suggest the PNM should have done? Here what the PNM should have done.
Should have made Anselm the Minister of Finance because he knows more about finance than the one who's running this situation
But
right
Tommy,
now.
here what I would have done. Right? I would have had a certain level. You're living in Westmoreland, the tax is 5%. And it goes down from there. You live in Laventille, the tax is 0.25%. You understand? Because if you're living in Westmoreland, you could pay for it. And the people now in Laventille can say, well, you know, boy, they're trying to bring some sort of equality. Right? The people that can pay more, you let them pay more. The people who can't afford it, you let them pay less. So it's staggered. Right? And not only that, but I'm starting with the rich people first. If I'm imposing property tax, I'm starting with them first. Right? So it's like I'm gonna bring it in 6 months, a year, whatever it is, we work it out. But this area all you're paying first. Then this area paying. Then this area paying. We have 41 constituencies, right? Right? We could scale it by constituencies.
Or the 14
or the 14 borough corporations. Yes, that's a better idea, Tommy.
Because the borough corps are supposed to
correct. Correct. So Tom, we could come up with ideas for them. We could give them ideas. We could give them ideas, right? You just come out and give our people 3%, and all you're taking people for fools and telling them it's only 3%. If you own a property there, it's only this amount, and it's no, not that amount. If I have a little property where I get hand down from my great grandfather, mother, father. Eh?
If it's 3% a 1 month's rent, then it's okay, not the whole year's rent.
Yeah, but it's the annual rental value.
You understand?
The annual rental value. Yeah? And Trinidadians just sit down there and say, hey, I don't want no property tax, you know. I don't want this, and all you marching up and down the place. And you have them fellows from the underground report talking about they're going to deliver a letter to the commissioner about Foster Cummins. Eh? What does that do for the people of Trinidad and Tobago? You're going to deliver a letter to the DPP to talk about, what was that they deliver a letter to talk about, and they're going to pray with the commissioner of police.
But Anselm, let me ask you something here, being devil's advocate.
Yeah.
This says the property tax will be determined by the annual rental value, right? ARV, right?
Yeah.
A 6-bedroom house in Laventille versus a 6-bed. Hey, all you come for me, eh? Good. A 6-bedroom house in Laventille versus a 6-bedroom house in Westmoreland. Who you think will get more rental income?
Of course, the Westmoreland.
Westmoreland.
Of course,
okay.
Westmoreland.
Okay.
But I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at all you up there not gonna pay the same percentage as them down there. We don't have to pay the same percentage, right? All right, because of where you live, you gain more, and because where I live, I gain less, and I had to pay the same amount as you, not same amount, the same percentage as you. That fair?
Not.
How that fair? How is that fair? You actually discriminating against me then, because I gain less, and I had to pay the same percentage as you. Make it make sense. It ain't making sense. The sense not sensing.
But guess
right?
what? If the people go for it, if they can get away with it, then they get away with it.
Yeah, let them take it.
If they take it and cool it, but if they stand up for their rights.
But in New Jersey, everybody don't pay the same property tax base.
No, the rates are the same. The rates are different depending on what township you're in.
And that's why I raised the point. That's why I raised the question about Laventille 6-bedroom and Westmoreland 5-bedroom.
But Dana, I could be living next to you, and you paying more property tax than me, or I paying more than you. Right next to each other. That's how I went down to the thing one time, and I tell him, I say, well, listen, man, that fella house bigger than mine, and I paying more tax than he. That ain't sense. That ain't make no sense. When the fella look up all the things, he say, but you know that's true, you know. We had to put you in a different category. Let's put you in categories. And when they put you in a category, it's a certain percentage when you're in that category.
Hmm.
You understand? But in
And
Trinidad,
seniors get special consideration also.
but listener, you know there are exceptions to it. Let me read the exceptions. Let me read the exceptions for you. Hold on, eh? There's exceptions to it. Let me see if I get it here. Hold on, eh? I want to tell you there's exceptions to the rule, eh? And I'll go see who does get exceptions, eh? Let me get it right here. Hold on a minute. Let me see. And I was just doing some homework today. Trinidad is one of the top 6 plastic polluters in the Caribbean, no?
Oh, Jesus.
Why?
I'm not surprised.
Oh, Father.
Why?
Send that hand.
We need help.
You ever saw how the beach goers leave the beaches in Trinidad?
But Tommy, you say that, right? One time I went to Trinidad and I was in St. Anne's, right? And a man threw a plastic bottle on the ground and I was running, eh? I run and he picked it up. The man cussed me out, yes? He cussed me. We picking up that thing for? I said, boss, I just going and put it in the garbage. Where you pick? I said, all right. I said, boy, partner, boy. You
Get
think
put back up, get beat up.
yeah, man always want to almost get beat up, boy. Hold up, eh? Let me see where I get this thing, you know. Yeah, but listen. After I did that research yesterday, I sat down and I did it. I said, nah, boy. Nah.
Well, they must be they must wear that title, indeed, the top plastic polluters, because look at the situation at Swim Call. Swim Call is not operating properly, according to right. So
Right.
they need to fix that situation there first, and perhaps they'll get a handle on the plastic pollution.
Now, I think when we're talking about property tax, it's important to talk about what is the valuation method used by the government.
That's
so here
correct.
is the valuation method. I'm going to get to those other 2 things just now. The valuation method used by Trinidad and Tobago government to get percentage of annual rental value for property tax is the rental income approach. The approach is based on the principle that the value of a property is equal to the present value of its future rental income. To calculate the value of a property using the rental income approach, the government first determines the annual rental value of the property. This is done by looking at the rent that similar properties in the area are currently renting for. The government then discounts the annual rental value to present value using a discount rate that reflects the riskiness of the investment. The discount rate is typically higher for properties that are more risky, such as properties that are located in areas with high crime rates or that are in need of major repairs. That are in need of major repairs. The government then uses the present value of the annual rental income to calculate the market value of the property. The market value of the property is then multiplied by the property tax rate to determine the amount of property tax that must be paid. The property tax rate in Trinidad and Tobago is currently 3%. So that's what it is. We gain a property class tonight. All right. What's the other one I was looking for? I was looking for something else. Oh, yeah, I know what I was looking for. Some of the benefits to property tax. Hold on, eh? Okay, here it is. Here are some exemptions and deductions that may apply to property tax in Trinidad and Tobago. Exemptions: property owned by the government, property owned by a non-profit organization, and property that is used for religious purposes. Will you hear that?
So why the government mustn't pay taxes?
No, the government don't have to pay taxes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they can take income there.
Yeah, if you have City Hall, right? If you have the Borough Corporation, and you are the place where the government own the place, and that's where all the Borough Corporation employees go, I don't think they should pay taxes for that.
How about government houses that are being rented out?
Hmm?
Well, if you if you own a government house and it's being rented out, you got to pay property tax based on the annual rental value.
No, you are just a renter. You're not the owner.
If you're paying rent,
Renters have to pay property tax also.
no,
If you're renting from me, you don't have to pay property tax. I have to.
no. If you renting, you don't have to pay property tax.
But if let's say you're renting from the government housing,
You should not have to pay property tax.
and the government wouldn't pay property tax on that house either, even though they're getting a rent.
No, because the government, that house is a house that's subsidized in order for people, who may not be able to afford it. So you're renting. You have to own. You have to own to pay property tax.
Yeah, but if the owner is the government and they're making money on the rental of the property, are they eligible for property tax also?
Why would the government go pay themselves?
Himself wouldn't pay himself?
Who's that? Who?
I mean, if you have a business, you have to pay yourself.
No, but
no,
that's different.
I have a
government, and I build all these houses, and I build them as rentals, right? And I allow people to rent these houses.
Yes.
Why would I know as a government have to pay property tax on those houses?
I don't see why not.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because they're generating income.
I don't see that.
I just always sit down and wonder, right? The what you call it? The outer space, the out there. Who out there belong to? Okay. I all the land and the bushes and the trees and nobody ain't living there and whatnot. How government end up owning that?
What do you mean?
All the land space and thing. How government end up owning that? And why it is we have to pay for things that these companies, they get free, and they put a pattern on these things and sell it to. Why we have to pay for things that is free to them? Okay, sometimes I just wonder.
If you the government, whatever land in the country, when you get that, then the government is in charge of it. Like if another government comes into power in Trinidad and Tobago, the government is now in charge of the land.
Okay, so who say that it's supposed to be so?
What do you mean who say it's supposed to be so?
All right,
once we get independence, the government own it.
Remember, the government is of the people, by the people. So
go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead. So if the government is of the people, for the people, by the people, that means wherever the government own, we own. We is the government.
No, that's not true.
No.
I just wonder
why do
they end up
on the land? Why do
government who is working for the people?
I agree with that.
So then work for me and cut out a piece of land and give me then. Why it is they own it? How come I want to know where is it written and who come up with this law that the government owns all them empty land? People get in there, they want a home, and where is that written and why is it so? All over the world.
You're gonna have anarchy in a country if people could just go and take land wherever they want.
Remember when the partnership was in power, Ms. Prasad Bisasa said people can squat on government land and government lands, and they would regularize them.
Savina, it is me, right? I have a question. I ain't got my anarchy.
As a matter of fact,
housing.
Lands as opposed to the government, state lands.
Okay. You have a housing problem and blah blah blah. People looking for why they can't say, well, okay, go and take a piece of land somewhere. We gonna come and get the title to that.
No.
Maybe nah.
I
As long
believe
as it ain't occupied by nobody. As long as it's government land and occupying nobody, I go and take up. If you want to live up in Aripo Heights or wherever, go and take out a cutout, put up your thing now, and you can send people to give you the line mark and a deed today, and that is yours. Can't that be a form of reparations for us?
as a matter of fact,
I don't talk.
as a matter of fact, we're saying government land. Let's say state land.
I don't talk.
Better.
Why that can't that be a form of reparations for us? Why government had to be all the bush just growing there wild? People catching the nenen. People want to start in life, and the bush just there. I want to house people in these concrete jungle that Bob Marley talk about. All these little tiny HDC houses that's sweating you like a sauna. Huh? Why can't they say give $1 million? Get a piece of land and let them develop it. And what's wrong with that? That's the reparations there. Just a thought.
Anyway, them little houses all didn't sweat. The ones that economy brick built didn't sweat yet. They were nice.
Well, I've been into several of them, and they all have a certain like a groove roof and groove siding in it. And you have steel thing. You sweat like a sauna in there. The original plan. You sweat, unless they take them and they rebuild them and they enhance upon them. But them original thing, like sweat boxes.
Tommy, Eileen's agreeing with you. Eileen said exactly, Tommy. The government managed the land on behalf of the people.
So it's state lands. It's not really government lands.
Rajvi said, I heard in Haiti you can claim empty house like that. Right? Eileen says, Ansem, you don't know democracy hour. Wall Street, the mental institution is in St. Anne's.
I wonder what you mean by that. No, people.
Wait now, watch now. I feel Mean Gene was up there.
Yeah, he know good enough where it is. Listen, the people in France, they up in arms about changing their work thing from 62 to 64. Why? I don't understand. All over the world, right? This is just on my brain, this thing. Remember, I'm just a regular poet, and all over the world, everybody's clamoring for them, they want to start, and they're talking about reparations for. So give the people, hey, start now. Go and cut out a piece of land if you get first bids or whatever, and that's form a reparation. Why the state lands just sitting there and it don't make no sense. All they make me prime minister now.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that? No. To give the people a start in life, man.
No, I don't agree that you're encouraging people to just go and take state land just so.
I ain't said tell them to take state. I said let the government approve it. Or do it by something gotta give. They're taking everything and selling, and you know what? You work for your money.
Didn't someone come up with a mantra, land for the landless?
I think that was the UNC.
You work for your money. They tax you. They tax you on the money. You go to use the same money to buy stuff. You have to pay more tax again on the money. You give the bank the money to keep. They're charging you a fee to keep that money. You go to draw off money. They're charging you a fee to take out money. You fall below the balance. They're charging you a fee because you fall below the balance. Jesus.
Recently I was talking to someone about that. The fact that if you have money in a savings account in Trinidad and you didn't put any money for a given year, they charge you a service fee. When that money that you have in the savings account, what service they have to perform on that money? It's as a matter of fact.
Check to make sure the same amount of money.
As a matter of fact, they are gaining on that because they now can lend you money and at exorbitant interest rates and
look at their profits
and pay you peanuts and still pay you peanuts interest and still want to charge you a service fee for keeping your money, which they are using to make money.
And look at it, and their profit bottom line, a lot of it comes from fees. fee upon fee upon fee, and then on the backs of hard-working people. Fee upon
no one wants to stand up to the banks. And
on top of that,
don't protect you from them, don't shield you from them.
No.
As a matter of fact, Time magazine has called Trinity Banks predators in paradise.
And on top of that, you're telling me, the people they want to get a loan, but according to the Dr. Arjun, he says that the banks are aware that the people are what the income to wealth ratio is lopsided. So, crapple smoke your pipe before you walk in the bank. Crapple smoke your pipe. Them don't know. You can't come in there with no doctored documents. They don't know. You understand? So it's like you're behind the 8 ball in Trinidad and Tobago. You do, you don't do. You die, you don't. You're behind the 8 ball. What happened to the small man, the poor man? If he's trying to lift himself up out of this, get up out of this, and you go to the banks, your situation, your financial picture, they ain't looking good because they know people are hemorrhaging financially. They know, and they're lopsided. So how do you fix that? Guys say reparation, give them a piece of land. That's why I say.
So Vonnie says, Anselm, what about Aisha Wells? Is she in line for something big for the PNM?
I don't know.
I'll give you Aisha Wells in the program. Vonnie says,
Vonnie Anselm, well, no, but he ain't telling nobody. That's how them PNMs operate. He ain't telling you nothing.
Me know nothing. I know just as much as you know, Diana.
He ain't telling you nothing.
Yeah, Vonnie Roberts, the property tax, from what I read today, is the highest in the Caribbean. Trinidad property tax is the highest in the Caribbean. And Vonnie Roberts, that is from me. Is the HCC going to be paying property tax? No. But when you want to know what should, how come you change your mind? No. You're just like them politicians. Oh, I should stick with it. Yeah. Eileen says, both Anselm down there, vote for that. Trini like it so. Trinidad says, all citizens have to do was not fill out the form. The government requires 60% of the people to fill out the form, which they got, so the citizens won the tax, I guess. Yeah, they didn't have to fill it out. Yeah. Right. Hey, look, Ulrich just come. Ulrich. Yeah, Ulrich, I had to play that video. I wonder if Ulrich won property tax. Folks, we're going to go for a quick station identification. It's in the village of the Dat Triplets and WZYE 95.9. Ulrich, you want property tax?
When we come back, I want to read this article from Time magazine, October 7, 2002.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be right back. Stick and stay. It's Diana, Anselm, Tommy, and you in the village with that triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
This thing called PNM, this thing called UNC, is one set of dotishness to Mama Kai, you and me. It ain't have no color, it ain't have no race, it ain't have no principles or any values in place. And it was never meant to be the answer for unity. It shares no philosophy with any consistency. For when you watch the pedigree in each and every party, the difference you see turns out to be a case of power and money. Look here, them French Creoles in Saint-Anne, Maraval and St. Clair, they don't hold no allegiance or no party here. Rich men must be supporting who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is getting. That's why PNM quite young turn coat to UNC. And when Del Motley, his background showed he was with DAC. Hector Motley, the speaker, swore PNM till he dead. And when the last election over, he was UNC instead. Augustus Ramreka sing, I knew him in Tapia. Next thing I know, he was a PNM minister. John Humphrey changed from Trinity and he joined about 5 parties. So he's only die-hard new and grassroots me. It's PNM and UNC.
The Caribbean country with the highest percentage of annual rental value of property tax is Trinidad and Tobago. The property tax rate in Trinidad and Tobago is 3% of the annual rental value of a property. Here are some of the Caribbean countries that base their property tax on annual rental value. Barbados. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in Barbados. The tax rate is 0.25% of the annual rental value. Dominica. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in Dominica. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. Grenada. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in Grenada. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. St. Lucia. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in St. Lucia. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The annual rental value of a property is used to calculate the property tax in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The tax rate is 0.5% of the annual rental value. The highest percentage of annual rental value of property tax in the world is in Switzerland, where the tax rate can be as high as 3.3%.
We battling head and tail with Switzerland, boy. Switzerland, you know. Switzerland.
So everybody preying on the public in Trinidad. The government, the banks, the merchants, you name it. And hear this, in its October 7th, 2002 issue, the influential Time magazine did a story on local banking machinations, shamefully referring to Trinidad banks as predators in paradise, accusing them of charging their customers excessive fees. You see? So the thing is that everybody getting away with it. They know they can literally defecate on the population and get away with it. And they are getting away with it because what we do as a population, we say, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? We money. So it is what it is.
The DSS guy, he trouble you know, see what they do with him. But the banks squeezing people down there. I tell you, when I was down there, I have to take money off from my US account. $42 TT is for the transaction fee. $42, right?
Fees.
Yeah,
and even if you take the $42 and divide it by, let's say, $6.
$7.
Right? We don't pay $7 here for no transaction fee in no bank.
It's ridiculous.
Rip off. They're rip off. They're unscrupulous.
Very, very, very.
Yep.
Yeah. I just feel that. Nadia says poor people just suffering. More sad.
If they do nothing about it, they will keep on suffering. They have to do something about it. They have to stand up for their rights. Yep. If they ain't standing up for their rights, that's gonna be the outcome.
Hailey, what information do you want me to share? Which information? Hailey, tell me, share some information. Which one is that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're talking about. Hailey says so-called poor people is ungodly as the politician. That is why God don't listen to their prayers anymore. Hailey, how you know that? Hey, Ulrich, I get the video, boy. I had to play the video, but But I cried. Or look at my video.
they, were,
But
they,
making me
they
cry.
clean off the spot. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
boy, you clean. Let me. You know what? Let me show you the building. The building. I have it here. I have it saved here. Yeah. Well, it does make me cry. All right. Well, you see this building here?
Yes.
This was supposed to be the Lavantil to Worship Empowerment Center, and it's no more. And I go play Ulrich video, but I go play Ulrich video that sent to me. Ulrich like to make me cry, but I appreciate the work Ulrich does go down there. The building level now, it's flat, and it looked like they go and put up apartments there. Who will be able to afford them apartments? Who will be able to afford them?
Gentrification and full effect.
You take the word out my mouth. Hey,
Who will be able to afford them apartments?
me and you.
That's called gentrifying.
God, boy. You know why? Wickedness in high places, man.
Hey, they just want to change the landscape, push the poor people out of the capital and make room for who can afford it. It's like, who can afford rents in Manhattan?
$3,800 for a 1-bedroom. Are you ain't pay a bill yet, eh?
And Brooklyn is being gentrified also.
Oh,
And
big
them
time.
little, and the place choke up. Them little proper.
So they're going along with what's happening in the world.
You see, Haiti had an earthquake and flood.
Yeah, I see that.
So, boy, them don't catch a break at all, boy. Haiti don't catch a break, man.
And John wants to know if the UNC was doing a good job. Why they lost to the PNM in the general election passed over and over and over. Now, Tommy, now that's she agree with you. Hailey says Immigration Canada said they're allowing Trinidadians to travel to Canada for up to 6 months with no visa. Hailey, don't stop right there, Hailey. You gotta go on.
I read the article.
Yeah, you gotta finish. You gotta finish that statement, Hailey. Go ahead, Tommy.
Now, if you agree with me, you have to lead the charge and let's do something about it.
Yeah. Hailey, if you had a visa to Canada in the past 10 years, or if you had some type of visa to the United States. So it's not that just if you're Trinidadian, they're allowing you to travel to Canada with no visa. No, that's not what it is.
Gotta read careful. Read between the lines.
Oh boy. You see, look what Hailey said. Trinidadians have to buy a ticket to travel to Canada for up to 6 months. No, Hailey. That is not true. There are stipulations that comes with that. You just can't go and buy no ticket and go to Canada. You think I didn't have a visa in the past 10 years or had some sort of matter of fact. Let me read it again. Where did I get that from?
Oh, I think I sent it to you.
Let me see. Where do I have it?
Oh, you mean I thought you last in the article.
I think I might have it here. Where is it? I know where it is. I just remember. Here we go. All right. So here's the part, Hailey, which is very important for us to make sure we take note of. Hold on. Okay, where is it? Okay, here it says. Individuals who already have a valid visa can continue to use it to travel to Canada. Those who are not eligible for ETA, I don't remember what ETA was, no?
What's that?
ETA. Oh, look at it. Electronic Travel Authorization. All right, so this is it. Travelers from these countries who have either held a Canadian visa in the past 10 years or who currently hold a valid United States non-immigrant visa can now apply for an ETA, which is an electronic travel authorization, instead of a visa when traveling to Canada by air. Effective today, eligible travelers from these countries can benefit from this program. So highly know, you just can't go and walk up, go and pack your suitcase.
Your grip.
You can't just put your grip and go up in Piaco and tell them, hey, boss, go Canada. Canada, here I come.
You have to be permitted, and to get the permission, you have to be eligible, and yes. to be eligible, you've had to have a visa, 10 years, with 10 years, or have a U.S. visa as a visitor or whatever.
Yeah.
So there we go.
To make it sound that I was happy, you know. I said, well, yes. Now Trini, who looking for a little work, they could scrape up, buy a ticket, and go up in Canada for a little 6 months, get a little work, and they could take care of their family.
And they probably could get themselves sorted out too. But no, it's a hidden clause up in there.
Yeah. But they get me with that one, boy. They get me with that one. They get me there. Yeah. That and many people are thinking now, that is a good thing. Now, there is a big story in Trinidad with respect to this doctor. And there is a lot more to the story that meets the eye.
Or the air?
Well, both the eye and the ear. There's a lot more. And well, you know what? Let me call Wendell Eversley.
Yeah.
See if he will pick up. Let me see. Let me search for him. Wendell Eversley. There we go. All right. So folks, we call him Wendell Eversley.
Who's here?
Oh, hold on. He's a sort of the activist for this young lady.
Oh, him. Okay.
Yeah. We were supposed to have him on once, and he never came on, right?
Fally lately?
Huh?
Wasn't he opposing Fally lately?
Yeah. He's the PNM #1 opposer.
He in bed.
After 9.
Yep, they're answering the phone.
9:13 is early.
Not for Trinidad here.
Here.
Yeah, then.
Let me take a listen to this. This is.
I am here in Tunapuna Market. What this person here? A doctor, Dr. Delia Gabriel. When I tell you all, they take away a whole profession and look where they turn her down to. What she sells in the Tunapuna Market? Pimento pepper, shatine. This is a girl with a profession, mango. And she come here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And during the week, she work a taxi, a old PH car she have. This is what the Ministry of Health did to her. And they keep saying that the girl mad. Whoever saying this, all you get all your facts before all you jump to conclusion. Dr. Delia, what word did you say? What word you said? Did you write the word coolie? You didn't do no video or anything? It was no voice record, nothing. So they're lying on you. And you apologize publicly. Yeah, and you apologize publicly To the minister? To the minister of who?
Of health as well as the people of the nation.
And publicly. And today, and today they have you as a... Explain when you tell me... You're mad.
Experts at the Ministry of Health.
Well, tomorrow I will see Trinidad and Tobago. We will be in front of the Ministry of Health, and I'm calling on the Minister of Health to reopen Dr. Dahlia case. This is unfair to the treatment Dr. Sow get when Dr. Sow cursed African people in the worst, nasty, dirty way, and he get a tap on his fingers and suspension for 1 week, which is ending on the 7th of June, from the 1st of June to the 7th of June, but they take away this whole girl livelihood. Dr. Dahlia, where there is a way, there's a will, and God on your side. God on your side. And I'm telling you this going international. God is on your side.
He's on my side. Trinidad is only a drop, they call it a drop in the bucket, that's in the world. They're just like a little dot on the map. This law, the law in this land does not supersede the universal laws on human rights and justice. So yes, I appreciate the effort of carrying worldwide, international.
Okay then, this is Dr. Dahlia, Trinidad and Tobago. So tomorrow I'll be in front of the Ministry of Health from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. She also will be with me protesting.
And I hear it is alleged that the doctor, the male doctor, is a Guyanese. A Guyanese national.
But I've been told from reliable sources that there is more information that meets the eye. And I think the best thing we can do is to try to get her here so we can talk to her.
What more information that meets the eye? What's the more information? I saw a video where someone was taping her, if it was her in the hospital lobby, something like that, right? So, what more that meets the eye? Answer? What was there? What more is there?
Yeah, there's just more information. And I think I'd rather wait for her to come in, and we're going to try to get her. And just ask her about this information. Because, for example, why haven't any other attorneys in Trinidad picked up her case?
Yeah, tell me why.
No, I'm just asking.
Why they haven't picked up it? Because they're gonna label she mad? Yeah, well, she mad. She must be mad as hell because they take away she livelihood. If you take away my livelihood, be mad as hell too. No. Yeah, I'm mad.
I've been reliably told there is more than meets the eye. I'll leave it at that.
There's more than meets the eye where? With she or with Dr. Saw?
No, with her.
Huh?
With her. So I don't want to. That's why I, as a matter of fact, I actually put up the post with her. My post.
But Anselm, even if there's more than meet the eye, how you expect? Why you take away the woman's livelihood?
But even if she has let's say she has a imbalance or something, she could be treated and continue working. She can take.
And all I'm saying is that I am not in disagreement with. I find that, that maybe they could have given her a 3 months or a 6 months or something like that. The punishment might have been excessive.
It is.
But I'm just saying that there are other factors that I was unaware. Because I put up the post.
Yeah, I know you put up people answer, but this is my thing.
Specifically about unfair treatment. Because when I saw it, I that's the first thing I said. But then more information came to me.
Okay, Ansel, more information come. Okay, Black. I don't care what information come to you, whatever. If why you take away the woman livelihood, why they did it? Why you take away what merits that? Take away her livelihood. did she murder somebody? Did she? I don't know, right? Did she cheat on the exam? I don't know. We're not saying she did, right? But why you take away the woman livelihood? What? I mean, come on. Wait, how you have her selling chatine and pulling bull?
No, the thing is that if she did something wrong, she should be able to apologize and atone or whatever for it, and continue and move on, just like would be done with in the case of Dr. Sal.
Well, yeah. What merits? What could her transgression be so that it merits taking away her livelihood? I'm lost. There's more anymore till I meet the person. Well, I come forth with it then. Come, bring it out. Let me hear. I don't know. What could I mean? Come on. Did she was she negligent on in her duties?
Right.
I don't know. But even when you're negligent in your duties up here, did it put you on probation? You know, no? I don't know.
Anyway, but like we all know we have to be careful, and we have to be immaculate.
Yeah, that's why in this situation, I
Hey.
looked at it and immediately I did something about it, and I got a call, I got a call, and a person says there is more there, but we don't have the information, and then they give me a lot of information, and they give me some snippets of information, and one of these snippets is how come no attorney has taken up a case as yet. No humanitarian attorneys in Trinidad and Tobago.
Somebody. But can she go and practice? They take away her degree, or they take away her right to practice in Trinidad.
No,
But go to another island.
She was doing an internship. It was an internship.
Okay.
Right. She didn't even get to being a doctor yet. She was getting an internship. She was in an internship in order to get to that point. Yeah.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that,
That's sad. Well, if I got for she, I'd go somewhere else and do my internship. Go Cuba. Cuba will take you. And you'll get good training there. Good training in Cuba.
I don't know if they gave her back her money for what she paid to educate herself. I don't know. I don't know the story. That's what I'm saying is that in this situation here, based on what I was told from a reliable source, very, very reliable source, there's more there that many people are unaware of.
And that is what choking Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody knows something about this and that. And yeah, we go stick it to she. Stick it to she because why? Stick it to she. Okay, if she did had an infraction, okay, well, you give her a chance to rectify, apologize, and come again. But no, the best thing to do is take it away from her. That is under this administration. Take it away from her, whatever it is. Even if they're more in the pestle, the mortar, the pot, the frying pan.
But not only that though, one situation was a governmental situation, the other one was private.
Look, no. You know, when he say here black African ain't faring well under the PNM, you're right. Perfect example. They ain't faring well at all. They ain't faring well at all.
You see, I want to go a little further, Diana, and say the problem is societal. The problem is not really PNM or UNC. It don't matter who's in power. It's just the way the society is set up. Anyway.
Correct is right. Correct is right.
The way society is set up. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We have to reconstruct the social fabric of Trinidad and Tobago, you know.
Yeah.
Trinidad more so than Tobago.
I see Tobago recorded its 7th murder for the year, 7 or 6. Somebody get killed again. Yeah.
When I looking at the things that are happening in Trinidad, it seemed like every single day.
That's what Tommy was talking about, Ellis. The Trinidad of yesterday was when there was a murder. There was a big thing. That was talk of the tongue. Big, you're right. I right or wrong, Tommy? That was
True.
big thing.
You know, if we really take the watchwords to heart, things will get better. People are not tolerant of each other.
And look, the young lady that get allegedly beat up and raped by the Coast Guard now, which is, I don't know, boy. Allegedly, I saw something here. I hear me using the word allegedly. Yeah? They said some gun gone missing from somewhere.
Regiment.
From the camp.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
But folks, in spite of all that, let's go to our TNT feel good moment. We also have some feel good moments.
A physical manifestation of love. This is how the Promise House TT team described a new home away from home for pediatric cancer patients. Tonight's feel good moment gives kudos to the group, their efforts to bring solace in a time of need.
We often talk about feeling love, but we have seen love, we have heard love, and we certainly can feel the love poured into this most blessed space.
5 passionate women who make up the Promise House TT team were moved by statistics that show a high number of children are inconsistent with their cancer treatment because of scarce financial resources, time, energy, and support. The need to provide a safe space for the children and a parent or guardian, the Promise House, was born.
This is the culmination of the fierce determination of Team Promise House. Tireless hours of love, tears, dedication, time, and pure grit, and the weaving together of a team that has never been really seen before. The most remarkable humans came together because they understood the gravity and the importance of this project.
This home away from home contains 6 bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, a large playroom, kitchen, and living area. Located in Santa Cruz, the home is in close proximity to the Wendy Fitzwilliam Pediatric Hospital at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex in Mount Hope. Chairperson of the Promise House TT team, Dr. Jacqueline Sabga, credits the generosity of businesses, organizations, and individuals to turn passion into reality.
Built to house children with cancer and their family member or guardian while they are actively being treated at Mount Hope Medical. This stay can be from a respite stay to months, and within these walls we'll have play therapy, art therapy, counseling, even tutoring as needed to ensure these children receive the best care and the best chance at survival.
All residents of the home stay free of charge. This is just the beginning for the Promise House TT team. Phase 2 includes the refurbishment of the adult cancer hospice located on the same compound, and Phase 3, the renovation of the existing home for the aged, Villa Assumption, in Santa Cruz.
So there we have it, our feel-good moment of the day. Albert Montano, welcome. So, Rajri says, I ever thought about buying time on Synergy for this show. I'm sure you all be a hit. We could be.
Yeah, we should call them.
Yeah. Correct, Diana. Life is with it. Albert Montano says, answer, ask why no lawyer or when no lawyer went up for the young female case. I mean, that's what I'm just saying, you know. Good evening to you, Albert. That's what I'm just saying, you know. At least
because they tainted by democracy. That's why. because it was taken away by the current establishment, so they don't want to go and poke the tiger. You understand? Uh-huh. And she used a disparaging remark, which a lot of them lawyers are really, of a certain race. They may we can go there, we can go and speculate.
No,
we can speculate.
No, Albert says no lawyer will take this case. Why? Why is that? Ellis says brilliant idea. Wendy looks beautiful. And here's 10% highly. Boy, feel good moment there. The building home away from home. Sound like a setup to me.
They already banned. They want to go there and feel good.
I did 10% highly, man. 10% highly. Yeah, man. It's just, you know what I mean? I think where Trinidadians need to start. The start for Trinidadians, to me, before yesterday, I was saying that Trinidad and Tobago needs property tax. Trinidad and Tobago still need property tax.
They still do, but it has to be reasonable. It has.
Yeah, correct. Not at 3%. Not at 3%.
But when you really think about it, and the blessings and natural resources that Trinidad has been endowed with, we shouldn't even be having this conversation. But mismanagement of the resources is what brought us to this juncture.
Well, Tommy, they're going to take one look at your mansion and suck it to you.
Yeah, I'll take any sucking too.
They'll suck it to you, Tommy. Are you prepared for it?
Yeah, I'll handle it myself.
Yeah, boy.
So,
10-bedroom house, how much taxes on that answer?
I 0.5% a bedroom.
Jeez, oh, Brad. Somebody said the tax in the doghouse too.
Right.
0.5% a bedroom.
If I was down the poor Stormy, you get tax and he be little out in the yard.
No. Yeah, no. What Jamel the entertainer? Who sent it, Dan? I think you sent this. The entertainer was talking about renewable energy in TNT. Energy. But he said a word in there. I want to play it. And
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not play it, but what he was saying is that he traveled somewhere and he was seeing this this tall pole with the fan. They was doing
windmill.
Right, windmill. Right? And it was creating energy. Right? And he was asking why they don't have that in Trinidad. And I thought it was a great question.
Of course.
Barbados is toying with it, but it's all over the world. But they're saying that it's doing something to the fishes, the fish in the sea. But remember, a lot of whales were beaching themselves, and a lot of fish were just jumping out. The wind turbine doing something to the fish, but they can't find the connection yet.
Okay.
It is speculated that it's doing something yet.
But we were having a conversation about renewable energy with Shane Mohammed.
Arjun.
Yeah, but them in Trinidad, them not proactive, man. This RPNM and the KUNC, no proactive people. It's a set of reactionary people, and they talk about, I call Prime Minister Rowley a transactional leader, right? He's surely not a transformational leader. And you know that for a fact. He's a transactional leader. Most of the things that he do has something to do with a transaction. You understand? Rather than transformation. You see? Think about it. Closing down Petrotrin, a transaction. Right? Many things that are happening in the country is transaction. Right? The Dragon Field had to be a transaction. Maduro is involved. Many of the things that is happening is from a transactional perspective. When you look at Fali, right? And as small as it is, Fali tell people you could come to any office in Tobago and a sapat. You had to turn backwards.
You know, but when you really think about it, something like Petrotrin, even if it, like he was saying, they were losing money, you restructure it. You don't shut it down.
But that's exactly Tommy. That's why he's a transactional person.
So I mean, when you really think about it.
But in his defense, if I recall, he said that they were hemorrhaging financially and they were upside down. So it was not feasible to save. Probably you had to end up paying more. So it was feasible it was better to shut it down and open up a new place and pay off those people, let them go wherever they're going.
And so why does he think selling to someone that they can make money with it, whoever buys it?
I surprised Diana fall for that rhetoric.
Because
did I tell you I fall for it? I just regurgitated what he said. How you know I tell you I fall for it?
Because if someone else if in his mind someone else can make money with it, he should be able to make money with it if he restructures it.
But wait now. But you said the new fella, he making how much? $180,000 a month?
Yeah.
Is that what I read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're more valued than any Trinidadian.
You see, there's some things that could be said to people who don't think. And they just take it and run with it.
Tommy.
As I tell you where we are now, I must tell you, it was not easy to take the decision to shut down the refinery and to restructure Petrotrin. Politically, it is so easy for everybody to say, oh Lord, you're going to lose the election. Why? Because we had to make a decision that was difficult, was painful. We ameliorated the pain by paying the workers $2.7 billion. So don't get the impression that they went home empty-handed because they were not.
All you hear people I heard people who are know from Petrotrin
still waiting for money.
Still waiting for money.
Or compensation, let me put it.
Still waiting for money.
As I tell you where we are now, I must tell you, it was not easy to take the decision to shut down the refinery and to restructure Petrotrin. Politically, it is so easy for everybody to say, oh Lord. As I tell you where we are now, I must tell you.
People are so hypocritical, deceitful, and disingenuous.
Right? You're saying that shut down the refinery and restructure Petrotrin. If you restructure it, you didn't shut it down.
As I tell you where we are now, I must tell you, it was not easy to take the decision to shut down the refinery and to restructure Petrotrin. Politically, it is so easy for everybody to say, oh Lord, you're going to lose the election. Why? Because we had to make a decision that was difficult, was painful. We ameliorated the pain by paying the workers $2.7 billion. So don't get the impression that they went home empty-handed because they were not the business shut it down. Significant monies went into the hands of those who were in that business. And of course, in restructuring it, we saved ourselves a downgrade and possibly a huge devaluation of our currency. Because August 2018, the Minister of Finance had to find a check for $850 million US. Because that was the bullet payment that was required to be made for all the borrowing that Petrotrin did before. Had we done what other governments had done, which was to kick the can down the road and not be in a position to service that $850 million US debt, we would have ended up in an IMF program. We would have ended up with a devaluation of the currency, and we would have ended up with a quality of life in this country that we had not anticipated in any small measure. It took a cabinet that was serious to take on this responsibility, sit down, bring their expertise to bear on the problem, because again, these decisions are not made overnight. The cabinet has to grasp them, acknowledge them, focus on them and come up with the answers. In the meantime, other people have other things to do. The garbage collectors collecting garbage, teachers teaching school, doctors in the hospital. That's not their job. The job of the cabinet is different. Done behind closed doors. How do we anticipate these problems? How do we evade these disasters? And we came up with a restructuring of Petrotrin. Out of it came Heritage. Heritage's operation is the operation that is now servicing that debt comfortably and relieve the Ministry of Finance from having to service it. And the cost of all of that was coming out of the refining business. You have heard some of our national colleagues talking about wickedness. That is a limitation on their vocabulary, not a summary of their common sense. We were refining other people's oil, buying it at over 100,000 barrels per day, refining it in our refinery, guaranteed to lose between $7 and $15 a barrel. And the projections for the 5-year period in front of us, 2018 going forward, was for a guaranteed minimum loss of $5 billion. So over and above bankrupting the country for having not been able to pay the 850 debt, you were losing, on top of that, $5 billion at best in the operations. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your business. I can't even ask you, if it was your business, what would you have done? Because it was your business, Petrotrin was your company. And what you had to do was to come out of the business and go into another business. That's what we've done. And because we've done it so well, we are able this morning to tell you we have not been downgraded. Our economy is stronger now than it was before COVID. We have not been downgraded. We have handled very sensitively a significant amount of the subsidy program. We still have some subsidies going, helping the poorest of the poorest. But the bottom line is the government has had a job to do, and the government has been doing that job, solving those problems. That's what the government is supposed to do. And that's what a prime minister's job is.
Each a pussy say if you tell a lie, you're going to hell when you die.
So you're telling me that you cannot be in refinery business and make money. If you say the refinery business, you're going to be losing money.
That is lie. You hear lie?
So that means that everybody who refining are losing money if they're not.
Yeah, Eileen wants to know, so are they paying the debt now by taxing citizens? No, they say Heritage making money. Making money, they're paying the debt.
Yeah. And I want to know, who it is working Heritage? But you know, they must be like all them long time employee, because them high wages.
Yeah, I will kind of think that with automation, you will need less personnel.
What do you mean with AI?
Well, that even takes it.
Well, let me tell you, I mentioned it earlier, and so I'm just brushed right over it. A woman, right, has married her husband, who is totally 100% run by AI.
So what he's a mechanical something?
Mm-hmm.
She married the man, and he run by AI. I don't talk.
So he was made in a lab. That's what you're saying.
So when he getting on her nerves, she can press a remote control button there and let keep walking. And he can point him in the direction north. Hey, go and walk to Canada.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alice says we hire government to manage, not to shut down. So if your business not doing good, you shut it down?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You structure it and set it so that it is profitable.
Rennie says what they tell the public is different from what all they discuss behind closed doors. Why? I don't know. Wait, Ellis, I never agree when they. I don't remember agreeing when they shut down Petrotrin.
Don't trust Ellis. Ellis is going to find clips on you.
No, you gotta go and find some clips.
And he will find clip and text on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some clips. I don't remember saying that.
Hmm?
I don't remember saying that. Albert Montano said that attorney was my cousin Robin Montano. Albert have family on both sides of the fence, Only see this local election coming up here.
Mm.
Montano over in the UNC and Montano over in the PNM.
Oh boy.
They're both sides of the political divide. But that's all right.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hey Ellis, I don't remember that now. You ought to go and get that. You ought to go and pull that clip, eh?
Well, he gonna find it for you.
Yeah, you ought to find it.
Trust me, unless he go find it.
And some Albert, only a long time. What was the first thing the PNM shut down?
The country.
Pizza, you better ask Albert that question. Eh?
Oh my God, they shut down the country.
Have many foreign oil companies in Trinidad that send oil to that refinery. That man is such a dirty man.
Yeah.
But they're not. They shut down the train line to the train system. And you know, Dominic Calabasa had been sharing some clips on Instagram, and he shared one of the Port of Spain had a trolley running through there.
Yeah, like a tram car.
Tram car. I said, well, look how nice. You know, they should go back to that, get rid of that congestion inside. And if you want to, get off a certain spot and let the cars park on the outskirts and make it more, shopper friendly. You have to be navigating these terrible sidewalks with holes in them, uneven pavements. And if you don't be careful, you end up in a drain. Oh, jeez. They need to die. And you step down in there and somebody parking. Hey, sweetheart, you're going St. Anne's? You're going Maraval? I said, no, I'm not going nowhere there. It ain't nowhere to walk. And somebody walking and they come into you, you have to step down a really deep step off the pavement into the road. That is kind of challenging for persons like myself, with my knee replacement. Come on, man. They're ridiculous.
You see?
Nadia
said that's a lie.
Petrochemical wasn't built on fear. Petrochemical was mismanaged. But
what was mismanaged?
Somebody said Petrochemical was built on failure. It wasn't built to fail, and it wasn't built on failure. It wasn't.
What?
That's highly. Isn't that highly said that?
So one of them was saying that it went.
Let me see who said that. Maybe that was
Let me change my screen. I'll be able to see too.
Let me see that. Yeah, but you see, boy, I don't know, boy. We just take anything in Trinidad. I just believe that we take anything. Watch. They say no observers in Trinidad for the local election, right? Trinidadians just sit down and take it. You understand? Property tax 3%, right? The UNC will be against it. Rest of Trinidadians just sit down and take it, right?
What happened to the Paria thing? Anybody come up with any report yet? They say when they gonna come up with it?
Talk done.
Yeah. I thought it was Lord. What happened to the Sabga report thing? What happened to the inquiry into the baby that was shot? What happened to the God, Father? Well, we're walking down there at all, huh?
No, it's a thing that work. It's a thing working, man.
Well, the matter, the issues that are at the forefront. Who are handling these? Who resolving these?
So let's listen to Mark James, what he had to say.
Now, there's a feeling on the ground that of disappointment, of just a little bit of a confusion also as to the performance of this current administration. Do you think that feeling is warranted based on all of these things that have been happening, all the things that have been come to the public in recent times?
Well, I think what is happening is that I saw for myself. The PNM has a machine. They could just type in your name and everything about you come up. They can Photoshop me and you sitting down here arguing up. I saw the machine myself. I saw that machine myself. They will use all the tools to discredit anybody. When I said, wow. is a very dangerous propaganda machine that they have. And they could lick you up in a second. And that passes for governance. That passes for social development. Where you use all the tools of trade, the technological tools of trade to discredit people. Where are we going as a nation, Candace? I saw that machine myself. They use it. If they want to destroy me, they could. In a few, it's only my integrity that helps me to escape. And they've done it a long time. So that I am asking and appealing to my Tobagonian brothers and sisters. I'm even appealing to my Tobagonian brothers and sisters in Trinidad. I'm even speaking specifically to my brothers and even more so to my brothers and sisters in Trinidad, the first, second, and third generations. You have a PNM government for which you might have voted for. Use the opportunity in the local government elections and let them know we will not vote for you because you are destroying the motherland. I'm asking and appealing to all Tobagonians in Trinidad of right thinking. Your PNM government is destroying the motherland here. And you need to reject them strongly at the local government elections and teach them a good lesson. You cannot have a government here in Tobago doing everything and such things to promote Tobago's development, but you have another government elsewhere in the state preventing Tobago's development and your development. It is not about Farley, it's not about me or Candace or whoever. It's about your development. And if there is a government here in Tobago that is working hard, tenaciously, and where the arms of the state are now trying to stop it legally, and they're going to use the law and say this is unlawful and you're acting unlawfully, who says so? The PNM must look back at itself and even all of those projects that is doing in Trinidad and ask them if they had EMA approval for every single one of them. Ask them if they had a clearance certificate. Ask them whether the EMA injuncted them. And the answer will be no. But they are allowed to do what they can do, what they think they're doing in Trinidad that is right for Trinidad's development. But whereas it comes to do, so we will forever remain. So institutions like the Town Country, institutions like the EMA can scrap the Tobago House of Assembly's development plan. It's a very serious matter, Candace.
You fair tactic?
Of course.
You see fair tactic? But you snap it. Well, they must have me and Ansel picture side by side. I only hope they capture my beautiful side. Yeah. But you know what? That don't fear me. Because let me tell you something. People, when I had my ID card first, my picture in a system. When I had my passport back in 1978, my picture there in a system too. So all you go and look for that then. My picture inside a system in Trinidad and Tobago, long before now. So where's the fair tactic they're using? What is it trying to do? What are you trying to tell me? You snapping my picture and you looking for history on me? Go and look for the history then. Go right ahead. I hope I'll take my nice profile side. Sure.
So just before we go to the next video, Albert, Hailey, Capiza, Nadia, Ellis, Rajvi, Ken John, Judy, Judy, Nadia, Albert, Hailey, Eugene, Julian. Put closing comments in chat. So folks, I just want you all to, this is another, lighten up this.
Madam President of the Republic, I have noted how many people receive silk, while there are other people practicing law over 30 years and still have no silk. Yet, I have no silk. Where's my silk?
Senator Mark, if you still want your silk, there's a place where you can get it, and it goes as low as 50% off. If you know, you know.
Hi, I'm Gary from Mood Alive. So, are you a lawyer and you are disappointed you did not receive any silk from Her Excellency? Don't beat up. We are having a big yard sale right here. So is silk you want? Look at it, look at it. Look, I have a sample here, look. Look at it. Beautiful. This is going at 50% off. 50. You know what? You know what? Put it at 75% off. 75% off. Look at it. Nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it. So if you're a real lawyer, a bush lawyer, a Facebook lawyer, we have silk. All 3 locations. We have for every Tom, Dick, and Gabriel. Bring your blessings and come.
Well, as your Minister of Works, I am very proud to announce that Phase 1 of the Valencia-Toco Highway has been completed. And I am happy to also announce that the rest of the project is going to be completed just in time for the elections. Oops, I mean for Christmas, Just in time for Christmas. Hey boy, Kitos go buff me up when I reach back by the office, boy.
Oh, God,
A little, lighten it up a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? It's never a dull day in our land of TNT.
Everybody wants silk. Well, let me go and get some. Hey, Capiza, let me invest in them silk making a butterfly wouldn't make the silk. The cocoon, the lava. Let me invest in that, boy. Everybody wants silk now.
Albert said everything the government took over never run properly. Closed down Trinidad government railway. Rowley said Petrotrin bankrupt in the country. The country lose $7 a barrel. Nationalized Trinidad and Tobago Electric Corporation.
But wait now, Sam. They closed down Woodford Square too.
Capiza wants to know Ansamble Tobagonians pay more in property tax. They should pay less.
You hear me, I said they closed down Woodford Square. They closed down Woodford Square.
Who closed it down?
Who you think?
When they was going to march. That was during the march, right?
You can't go in Woodford Square now. They closed down Brian Lau, Promenade. You can't go in Woodford Square, so.
Really?
And certain parks around there, the one that what you name? The PEP leader was fighting about. They closed down certain parks that's supposed to be free to the public, the public of Trinidad and Tobago. They good at closing down thing, eh?
So, folks, we are sorry that we couldn't have Gary Griffith tonight, but we will have him Thursday night, and we're also going to try to get a few people. We're going to try to get the 3 councillors, you know? If all 3 of them will come at the same time so we could have a discussion. So stick and stay. It's in the village of the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
This thing called TNM, this thing called UNC, is one set of dotishness to Mama Kai, you and me. It ain't have no color, it ain't have no race, it ain't have no principles or any values in place. And it was never meant to be the answer for unity. It shares no philosophy with any consistency. For when you watch the pedigree in each and every party, the difference you see turns out to be a case of power and money. Look here, them French Creoles in Saint-As, Maraval and Saint-Clair, they don't know allegiance, nor no party here. Rich men must be supporting who they feel going to win. Loyalty, friends, means nothing. Money is their thing. That's why PNM quite on turn coat to UNC. And when Del Motley his background showed he was with DAC. Hector Motley, the speaker, swore PNM till he dead. And when the last election over, he was UNC instead. Augustus Ramreka sing, I knew him in Tapia. Next thing I know, he was a PNM minister. John Humphrey changed from Trinity, and he joined about 5 parties. So he's only die-hard you and grassroots me. It's PNM and UNC.
It's in the village with the Dad Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come there every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. So, folks, I mean, we just have to keep the faith, and as Black Stallion says, you know, better days are coming. You know, we have to believe that things are gonna get better. You know, because if we put that out into the atmosphere, it's gonna come back to us or come back to Trinidad and Tobago. Because as explainers say, we just can't continue this. You know, we really and truly can't. You know, because you know, we heading. You know, I am one of the person who was always defending Trinidad and saying Trinidad is a real place. But as the days go by, I'm wondering. My closing comment says, happiness is when you realize your children have turned out to be good people. From where I said, this is it, the clock on the wall said, that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. See you. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Go ahead, Anna.
Okay. I want to say on the upcoming election, local election, do you want the crumbs or you want a slice of the pie, or do you want the recipe? And these political gangsters, they're going to descend on your community, dressed immaculately, behind a podium on your TV, painting you a bright picture. Meanwhile, your pipe ain't have no water. Diana Benskin bidding you auf Wiedersehen until we see again. Good night.
Tommy.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You know, Chaplain say you can't see a rainbow if you keep looking down. But that's neither here nor there. Again, I'd like to say we have to become the change we want to be. But if you look into the mirror and you don't like what you see, you can't cuss the mirror and be vexed with the mirror. But we must look at the man in the mirror to begin to make the changes happen. Again, it's been a pleasure being here in the village. And don't ever look down on a person unless you're picking them up. Remember, love is the key. Love you all. Till the next time, be safe.
Thank you, Tommy. You know, Tommy, I was just going to say this, and Nadia said it. Absolutely. I didn't even look at it. Nadia says, my closing comments, Trinidad and Tobago need to stand up. Things is getting worse. I was just going to say that. I think like property tax, boy. Property tax is everybody. Well, not everybody. Property tax is most people in Trinidad and Tobago that own property. Why will you allow 3% to be rammed down your throat, man? Why would you allow that? Whether you're PNM, UNC, COP, ILP, NTA, why would you allow that?
What I'd really like to know, what would be the consequences if you don't pay?
That's true, Tommy. Yep. I put a burden on the people there.
But Tommy, if they didn't get a certain percentage, right, they couldn't institute it. I think that also get 60% of the people had to sign up
to fill out the
right
the questionnaire or whatever.
What form? If 60% didn't sign up, they couldn't do it. 60% sign up, then you know what? You know what, Tommy?
You know for sure 60% people sign up.
No, I don't know for sure. But you know what? You see what? I think I'm going to leave this issue alone. Seriously.
They use scare tactics, saying that they're going to fine you this and fine you that and this that. So they twist the people's arms to make them comply with doing the form. However,
they frighten and they poor, so they easily manipulated.
Yeah. We talk about scaredy cat is Trinidad people, because we don't stand up for nothing. We don't push back.
We afraid.
They just wind back. They're afraid.
Yeah. We go wind back, but we ain't pushing back.
Remember,
because we live in fear.
Remember Chocolate saying afraid, Carl?
Yeah.
Albert says, good night, Nadia. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you before. Ellis says, my comment, make Trinidad great again, make my bank account great again. Nadia says, my closing comments, I read that Trinidad and Tobago need to stand up, people. Things is getting worse. Yeah.
Albert said, I joined the program late and tonight was a good discussion. This is the type of discussion I appreciate. You hear that? I hear that, Tommy, yeah? Okay.
Mean Jean says, everyone has the power to make someone else happy. Some do by entering the room, some by leaving the room. Hey, boy. Eugene Waxon. Eugene Waxon. I don't think I've ever heard him poetic like that. You know? I think he's taking a book out of Diana page, you know.
Some do so by entering the room. Some do so by leaving the room. I like that.
You waxing poetic.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. I don't know, boy. His wife did a good job helping him. Albert says, all right. Diana already read that. Let me see.
Raju is asking about Rotigate. What is Rotigate? I don't know how to deal with our next show. What's the Rotigate issue?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Named by Dr. Econom's University of Westchester. It is a P&M Square. How is
that P&M Square? It belongs to Trinidadians and Tobagonians. What is that P&M Square?
As a P&M Square. You take the word out of my mouth. I don't know. Yeah, we got to address that next time. Rajvi, Rotigate. We got to get some information about Rotigate and come back. But so, folks, of course, it's always a pleasure having you. So everyone stay safe. We're going to see you again on Thursday. And we're going to go out with our anthem song tonight. We just can't go on this way. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
Is Pharaoh still existing? As he born, resembling an Israelite, not being treated right, enslaved day and night. Oh, we just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites killing.
slave night and day, for next to nothing pay, so they can't see the way. We don't enjoy equal facility.